Yo, what's going on, my YouTube family? This is Bruce with Bruce Custom Motors. Welcome to another video. Alright, this video is well overdue. So I've been getting a lot of requests from a lot of my subscribers asking me what is the best thing I can do to get some great horsepower numbers without a tune on my vehicle, as this is my daily driver, as I have children. Just want a little bit more bang for my buck. So I decided to make this video for the individuals out there who who don't want crazy horsepower numbers, but also two, individuals who are on a budget who currently are not in a financial space to where they can get a tune. So I'm going to give you the top 5 things right now. Alright guys, so the first thing that'll give you more torque and more horsepower to your vehicle is going to be your spark plug. Wait, let me explain. So spark plugs are generally gapped at 0.029 from the dealership, and this is for a lot of Audi models and even other vehicles. And that's going to be with the NGK application or the Bosch application. For our vehicles, we generally are running NGK, but sometimes Bosch is a really good replacement as well. Now, the reason that we're gapped at 0.029 is because it's the most fuel efficient and user-friendly gap for our vehicles. They're looking at fuel economy, they're looking at reliability, so they gap it at 0.29. But did you know that if you gap it higher than that you're going to get more torque and horsepower? But there goes that thing. Okay, now your car is going to start performing a lot more than the dealership wanted it to, and so there's a little bit more wear and tear. But let's keep it real, if you're a tuner, that's not something you're too concerned about, especially a spark plug gap. So there's been people who've even gapped their spark plugs to 0.040, and I've even tried it, and I was amazed with how much torque and horsepower gain I was getting, not only physically but even from an analytical power gain. Visually, I saw a big increase. However, the increase that I got when I gapped them higher was going to be more on the low end and mid range, and when I gapped it lower, which is what a lot of heavy tuners recommend, especially if you're stage 2 plus. I know APR said 0.024 was a good gap because you're running a lot of boost and you don't want to blow out your spark. However, when I tried that, I lost a lot of horsepower, so I went back up to my actual traditional gap. And what I did to offset having a bigger gap on my vehicle is getting stronger coil packs. Like, for example, if you get an Audi A3 V10 Plus, they have coil packs that has a stronger surge of power, so you're able to get that spark through that extra blow-by area in your vehicle. So that's what you generally will do to offset that. And I haven't had any issues with my sparks blowing out, and I raised my spark to 0.35. I wanted a lot of low end and mid range power because I'm more of a spirited fun driver. I don't push my car to the limit unless I'm on a track where I can reach triple digits, etc. Like I said, gapping your spark plugs give you a bigger flame, a bigger spark, and a bigger flame and a bigger spark means bigger combustion. So put that gap up on the spark plug if you want more horsepower and torque. Now, I want to say this before I go to the next thing. There is going to be more wear and tear on your spark plugs if you're running a bigger gap, because it's going to spark a lot harder, and also it's going to require your coils to have to combat that. So you will wear out your spark plugs faster and your coil packs faster because you're generating more energy. Okay, next thing. All right, so the second thing, guys, and I know this is a big debate on all platforms, and I did a video talking about this a while ago. It's going to be coil packs. Okay, you have a lot of heavy hitter companies who basically won't give an opinion on it because they haven't verified it. So the people have not verified it. Some people say it doesn't, some people say it does. It's just two sides to who's right or who's wrong. So I'm going to tell you from experience. I got Audi A8 coil packs, and my car ran 20% better than it was before. So I don't want to go too in depth in this. I'm going to leave information tags. If you guys want to specifically know about each individual item, you can just, because I really will focus solely on that item versus me just going through the steps just for the sake of time on this video. You just hit that information tab and you'll pretty much understand what I'm saying. But ultimately, upgrading your coil packs will get you more torque and horsepower. Please watch my video and please try it before you comment and say no. I mean, if you guys are subscribed to me, you see my videos. I've literally bought every part for our platform. So all right guys, so number three, I did a video on this one too. Everything I'm talking about, I've done a video on. Sprint booster. I'm gonna say it again, sprint booster. If you have an Audi, if you have a BMW, if you have a Hellcat, I don't care what car you have, get a sprint booster. You have other brands out, Pedal Commander, a lot of competitors to sprint booster, but I picked sprint booster because it was the first one and it's smaller, and so I just like the covertness of it to where I can just hide it, and I didn't want an extra display in my car because I already have way too many. And that's for you guys. Just to kind of give you a general briefing of what a sprint booster is, it's a throttle controller to where it helps alleviate turbo lag in your vehicle. So for example, we all know what turbo lag is, but it just ideally takes it away. Once you press the throttle, it feels like you're in a naturally aspirated vehicle because you get that instant response. And what it does is it communicates to the computer to give you instant throttle response, asks for more pressure, so you ultimately are moving quicker and faster. And it also improved my 0 to 60 times by 0.8 seconds. So I'm currently 0 to 60 in my vehicle 3.7 seconds. And that's pretty much thanks to the sprint booster. So yeah, sprint booster guys, sprint booster. All right guys, so next thing, all right guys, so the next thing is going to be pretty simple. A lot of us already know about this. Air intakes will get you between 7 and 15 horsepower in your vehicle. Even if you get the just replacement filters, especially K&N, it'll give you probably about 5 more horsepower. It's just more airflow to your vehicle. The more air that your vehicle gets, the better it's going to run, the more efficient you're going to be, because that's the more air in the chamber, and that's going to be the bigger spark, the bigger combustion. So air intake, it's a cheap, easy mod to get you horsepower. So the last thing guys is going to be an exhaust system. Now you don't have to spend crazy money on the exhaust system. You can just literally cut your mid muffler out. Not only will cutting your mid muffler out give you a more torque and more horsepower, it's also going to make your car sound a lot better. In our cars, we have a resonator, we have a mid muffler, and then we also have the muffler right at the tailpipe, and this is for the factory application. So if you take out that one middle muffler, it'll give you a perfect perk and it'll give you more horsepower. And of course, if you want to go all out to do a custom system, a Miltech system, more power to it. But this video is kind of like a budget friendly video on where you can get that horsepower without having to spend the mega bucks. So yeah guys, I just wanted to share this with you guys. A lot of people have been asking about what can I do to my car. I want to make it fun and I want to make it exciting, but I don't want to tune it because it's a daily. So this video is the video for you. Like, subscribe, share. This is Bruce with Bruce Custom Motors. Peace. I'm out.